one of the best that I've used. It's about $130, and Alright guys, Kole and Austin here with Northland Adventures. We're going to kind of talk to you guys about what we like in comparison to each other. We have similar styles but use totally different equipment. I'm a huge fan of fluorocarbon. Austin's a huge fan of braid. I like the longer poles. He likes not so long poles. For me, my poles are going to be somewhere around at least 7 foot. I don't like anything shorter than that because I don't get the hook setting power. Most of the time I'm fishing the heaviest cover I can find, so I have my hooks buried and I want to slam that hook set. So that's why I like the longer pole. Plus you get casting distance, and for me it's a lot less work with a longer pole. So my pole of choice is going to be this 6-gill. It's a 7.6 medium heavy. It's a Mayaka. It's a $160 pole. For as light as it is with the micro guides, it's a very good pole for the price range.
So yeah, so my pole of choice is going to be the Mayaka as well, but it's going to be a 7-foot medium heavy, and I like it because it's shorter. I just feel like it's easier to handle, you know, and basically it's just easier to use in my opinion, probably because I'm a short guy. But you know, the other thing I like using a lot, you know, with that is going to be braid. That's pretty much all I throw is braid, 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 no matter what it is. I use the Power Pro right here, this Power Pro. This is 65 pound. I use that for frogging, and all my other poles I have braid set up. You know, like on my Creus reel right here, I use 20 pound. Same stuff, Power Pro. You know, it's just 20 pound test. You know, I'm a big braid guy. Never have problems with it breaking. In any situation, you know, I could pull a log out of the river if I wanted to with it.
He does.
Because I know it's not going to break, and, you know, with the quality of poles, you know, that 6-gill has and that we use, so I don't worry about anything breaking when it comes to that stuff, so.
He likes his non-breaking, but I like the sense. I mean, technically, braid is more sensitive, but with the abrasion that it has, it tends to dig into logs a little bit more, and he gets stuck on logs a lot more than I do.
Mm-hmm. And that's why they come out of the river more than yours do.
But I like the fluorocarbon, like I said. What I'll usually use for most of my applications, such as jigs, the power worm, and even crankbait, is going to be fluorocarbon. But for flipping and to cover, I like this Sunline FC Sniper, the 20 pound. That's kind of what the case looks like. And on this pole, or this reel, I've got this on the Hyperion. It's got, you can see it's got the green tint, and that's going to be the Sunline Flipping FC. So every 3 feet, there's a line of green so that you can see how much line you have out. And it's a lot easier to track. You know, if a fish is swimming with it, you notice a lot quicker. You know, sometimes if you don't catch a fish for a while, you're kind of daydreaming. You can see it a lot better, I think, in my opinion. But that's just kind of personal choice. The green lines don't improve it any more than just visibility. So
yeah, and the other thing too, you know, a lot of people say with this braid, you know, that the fish can see your line and all that, you know, but I guess, you know, at the end of the day, I catch pretty much almost as many fish as he does when he uses all, you know, fluorocarbon, mono, whatever he's using. But, you know, if you're really worried about even fish seeing it, you know, what you can do is you can take a Sharpie if you want, you know, and you can mark like the bottom 6 foot of your line basically right next to your lure, and, you know, black that out, you know, because in the water I'm sure the fish aren't going to see it by that point either, you know. So
and I do use braid for some applications because it is a lot stronger. Frogging, I use braid, 65 pound test, and we're punching into really thick weed beds. I'll use 65 pound braid because, you know, you want to get the fish up and out of the water as quick as possible. Another thing you can do with braid too, instead of using a Sharpie, is you can use a leader. And real quick, I'll show you guys how to tie one. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start with my braid first because we're going to have this attached to the pole, right? Basically what I do, there's a couple ways of doing it. There's a uni knot, but what I like to do is a trilene knot because usually I'm not using that long of a leader. Probably be about 3 foot max, so I'm never actually reeling it through the line guides, which is important. Otherwise, you might want to look up how to use a uni knot because it's smaller. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger, I'm going to pinch the end of the line down here so I have a loop just like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spin my finger. And what that's doing is it's twirling the line. Okay, see how that's twirled? And now I'm going to take my tag end here, I'm going to put it back up through the hole that we created by spinning, and then see there's this hole right here that we just made. I'm going to bring it back through again. I know my fingers are in the way. And so that's what I'm going to do right there. But don't pull it tight just yet. Just get it set up just like that. Okay? And now I'm going to take my fluorocarbon leader, which is clear and the fish can't see as well. I'm going to put it through this loop. I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Except this time, instead of twirling it, because if you twirl it, you're going to get braid mixed up with fluorocarbon. It's going to be a mess. And usually 4 or 5 times is good. Same thing, put it through the top hole. Just like that. And then bring it back through. This is where you can pull it tight. Just like that. And now the other side. Perfect. So then you snip the excess off, and you got your leader tied on there, and you can make this as long as you want. You cut off what you need, and it's good to go. Alright, I'm Cole.
And I'm Austin.
And thanks for watching Northland Adventures. If you like our videos, please subscribe. We appreciate you guys. We hope that you learned something from us today. And stay tuned because we're going to make a lot more videos.
Thanks, guys.